He- Hello. How you doing all? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whichever part of the world you are, United States of America, Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Sierra Leone, or any other part of the country. Of any other country all over the world. United Emirates, Dubai, and so on and so forth. I recognize you all. I greet you all. I thank you so much for subscribing and following my channel. My name is Josephine, and I anchor Languages, an academy of knowledge economy. This is the second video in this month of March 2022, and we are starting on a core course we call Philosophy of Religion. But for today's video, we are laying the foundation. You cannot understand that course without us explaining certain terms. That is definition of terms. Some of the terms you will use, like religion, like philosophy of religion. What do we mean by these terms? Can we define them? Can we give a brief explanation about those terms? So that's what we are doing today. And I want you to please like my page, subscribe, and share to others. I also want to have your feedback. I want to make this channel not only educative, but also interactive. It helps to know you are learning something. Ask questions. Make comments. And remain blessed. So, take your paper, take your pen, as I share with you my PowerPoint presentation, which I always do because this is a kind of classroom setup. And I want you to be able to follow exactly what we are learning. Thank you. Just give me a second while I share my PowerPoint presentation with you. You can see when I say philosophy of religion is kind of complex, it touches all disciplines. We learn more about this. You want to talk about religious language or arguments. You want to talk about epistemological, polytheistic. You want to talk about theology, relationship with philosophical, positives, transcendent, agnostic religion, God's questions. They are all part of philosophy of religion. Just hold on. Here, we are going to give a definition of what is religion, if there is any. What is philosophy? What is philosophy of religion? And then mention some branches of philosophy of religion. Intro generally, not just for this definition of terms, but for philosophy of religion that we are going to cover. We want to provide philosophical basis for recent reflection on religion and religious belief. Here, what I want to do, I want you to consider philosophical issues concerning the rationality of religious belief, and this will include classical arguments and contemporary issues in philosophy of religion. I will try as much as possible to clarify the concept of God or gods. God with capital G, gods with small g, and gods. And then we will consider the problem of evil. It's actually the dividing line between theism and atheism. Because some people believe, how do you say you have a all-knowing God, a very good God, and there are problems, there are evils lying all around? We're going to look at those arguments. But let's see, what is religion? Hello? It is impossible, impossible to answer that question. Very impossible. Because whatever you say, however you define a religion, is based on your personal opinion or based on your discipline. Humans' pre-existing values and perceptions color their attempts to answer that question. What is a religion? I'll ask again. Many scholars from various disciplines, they've attempted to answer the question in an objective manner possible. But religion is a complicated and rich human phenomenon. It's a complicated phenomenon. And it is studied by academicians from many disciplines. So when you really want to learn about religion, you study it from historical, either you as an historian or a psychologist or sociologist or anthropologist or a theologian. Those are the various areas you could study and then be able to define religion according to that discipline. There's no universally accepted definition of religion, but views on nature and theories of religion give various definitions. So in order to get an answer to what is religion, in that case, you need to look at the nature and theories of religion. American Heritage Dictionary defines religion as a belief in and reference for a supernatural power or powers regarded as creator and governor of the universe. And this is why when we talk about the creator and governor of the universe, this is personal and institutionalized system grounded in worship and in such belief, because we believe there's a supernatural power who is the creator of all things, especially when you look at the world, the complexity of the world, the order of the world, how everything is set. You begin to think and understand there must be a supernatural creator. Because religion describes a system based on belief in a creator, which is rules based, which exists at an appropriate time and place for the purpose of satisfying the deepest needs of the people. The people need to connect to something they know or regard as a creator. So when we get to nature and theories of religion, you understand what I said about what is religion better, because we are going to bring out certain issues from the nature and theories that will give you various definitions of what is religion. It's like saying what is good. What is good to me might not be what is good to the next person. Or if I say, what is good? You ask me to define what is good, The way I will put it is different from the way Mr. A or Miss B will put what is good. So religion is just like that. But we are going to talk about the nature and theories of religion later. So what is philosophy? Philosophy is the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when it's considered as an academic discipline. In a broad sense, what we are saying is philosophy is an activity people undertake when they seek to understand fundamental truths, underlying truths about themselves, about the world, the relationship, about themselves and the world, and to each other. It's a thirst for knowledge. That is, philosophy is an activity, like a quest after wisdom, an activity of thought, a particular unique type of thought or style of thinking. Let me give you a kind of an example. When you begin to question certain things that have been said, and as you are questioning it, your mind is actually probably providing your own answer to it. You're a philosopher. That is philosophy. It's a particular unique type of thought, your style of thinking. So everything from the structure of democratic government to due process of the law, from a physician's Hippocratic oath to computer software, everything, all kind of discipline, they have the roots in philosophy. Somebody must be thinking about something and now to provide a solution to that problem. That's philosophy. So philosophy is an academic discipline that exercises reason and logic in an attempt to understand reality and answer fundamental questions about knowledge, about life, morality, and human nature. Hello? I hope you understand what I'm saying about philosophy. It's very important so that you understand what philosophy is. In understanding what philosophy is understanding what philosophy of religion is. Philosophy is an academic discipline, that exercises reason and logic. Our mind, the seat of power we have in our soul, the seat of knowledge. When you exercise it in an attempt to understand reality and answer fundamental questions about either knowledge, about life, about the world, about morality, about human nature. That is philosophy. Now, understanding what a philosophy is what is now philosophy of religion? So, philosophy of religion now is the philosophical examination, or we say investigation, of the central themes and concepts involved in religious traditions. Hello, someone? Philosophy of religion is the philosophical examination, or we say investigation, of the central themes and concepts involved in religious traditions. Taken in its broadest sense, it means a review of how religion has been understood and analyzed in contemporary philosophy. Hello? I seriously hope you're following me. Now, when we talk about branches of philosophy of religion, because as many branches as we have in philosophy of religion, the same branches we have in philosophy. So it involves all the main areas of philosophy: metaphysics, epistemology, logic, ethics, value theory, philosophy of language, philosophy of science, law, sociology, politics, environment, history, ecotheology, and so on. So, philosophy of religion also includes an investigation into the religious significance of historical events. When we talk about the Holocaust and general features of the cosmos, like the laws of nature, the emergence of conscious life, widespread testimony of religious significance, and so on. You see the beauty of philosophy of religion. Honestly, when I got to know more about philosophy of religion when I was doing my PhD, my initial choice was to have my doctoral degree in New Testament. I remember that time when the late Professor Jemiriye led some other professor from Ekiti State University in Nigeria to my institution at that time. And they were now trying to, so at that time we had the general class, and then we are just about to branch into what we want. I mean, some of us have made up our mind that, yeah, we want to do, even though I know I have to really struggle hard with the Greek language. But so I said, well, I don't like history, so I don't want to do my PhD in history. I don't like Old Testament Bible. I don't want to do it. I would rather do in New Testament. But when they now approached and they explained what philosophy of religion, I said, that is my choice. That is my love. And easily, I just left New Testament and went into philosophy of religion and theology. I never regretted doing it. I love it. And when you get to know more about philosophy of religion and theology, you will love it as I love it. Philosophy of religion, honestly, is fantastic. You learn a lot of things. You investigate, you study so many things, especially when it comes to religious significance of either historical events, cosmos, which means the world, conscious life, the thought, the soul, religious experience, religious significance, and so many other things. So, the branches like metaphysics, in that one you study the nature of reality and the universe. In metaphysics, you study the nature of reality and the universe. In epistemology, is the study of knowledge and how it is acquired. That is acquired knowledge. The study of acquired knowledge. Logic, how to develop valid arguments. And this includes mathematical logic. Ethics, the study of right and wrong and how people should live. Politics, the study of government, citizen rights, and political obligations. I have one of the courses I will maybe later, I don't know when, where we talk about the public life, religion and public life. So when you, but yeah, you talk about, we study about politics, the study of government, the study of the citizen rights. What rights do you have under any kind of government, democratic, autocratic, theocratic, or what kind of government? And then political obligations. What are your political obligations? Aesthetics. That's what I like about beauty, art, and artistic perception. And before I say the exit words, I want you to let you know there are so many things in philosophy of religion. And then there are other things we are going to teach, separate courses, analytic philosophy of religion, contemporary issues in philosophy of religion. We have dealt with environmental philosophy of religion, eco-theology. That was the very first thing I dealt with. So many, but you're going to enjoy it. Just stay tuned. Continue to follow me. And I will ask a question as I sit this particular teaching. Can there be a truce between philosophy and religion? That is a question for you. Think on it, research on it, deliberate on it, investigate on it, examine it, and get back to me before my next video. Can there be a truce between philosophy and religion? Now, I want to thank you for listening to me. I want to thank you seriously. You are good. I am good. I love you. I really, really, really love you. Thank you for following me. Please like my channel, subscribe, and share. Till next time, remain blessed.